Good morning. Today is Tuesday, December 18th, 2012. Here we give a wrap-up of the commodities complex as on this date. The crucial event in today is the RBI credit policy, which is likely to be announced at around 11:30 this morning. This would have a huge impact on the movement of the INR and in turn, which would impact the local rates at the MCX exchange. The US markets are trading flat with limited volumes ahead of the Christmas vacations, which are due to begin from this weekend. So volumes are expected to be muted and traders are advised to hold less position, less carryover positions. Gold is now trading at $1699, hit a low of $1686 yesterday and a high of $1709. It continues to trade in the lower band and the band on the lower end of $1685 and $1710. Positionally, unless 1710 is breached and sustained above on a closing basis, upsides could be limited to that extent. On the downside, 1680 is a very strong support. If 1680 gets breached, the next support is 1664. On the MCX exchange, as we've been saying for the last couple of days, it is unable to break above the resistance of 31,550, closed at around the 31,320 mark. It looks likely, if 31,500 is not breached, to test further supports at 31,250, 31,050 up to 31,000, which is a strong support. Silver is again trading at around the 32.20 mark. Lower band of 32 was tested yesterday night. On the higher end, the resistance is at 32.4 to 32.5. Trading in a very narrow range, and today's movements would be basically tracked based on the INR moves during the day. Hit a low of 61,400. 61,200 is acting as a very strong support, and a break below 61,200 only would see the next downside up to 61,000 and 60,800 and 60,600 at the maximum as of now. Resistance is at 61,750 to 61,800. Crude is trading positive over the past few trading sessions, trading at around $87.50 as of now. On the MCX exchange, it tested the resistance of 4,800 yesterday. Currently, support is now seen at 47.20 and resistance at 4,800. A break above 4,800 to 4,810 could see the next upside at up to 4,840. INR would again have an impact on the moves in crude on the MCX exchange again today. Natural gas traded positive yesterday after hitting the supports of 178 over the past few trading sessions, hit a high of 186. Resistance is at 188 and 191 and current support is at 182. Buy on dips could be a strategy for the day. Base metals traded sideways, what with the Empire Manufacturing Index marginally negative yesterday, and hence base metals could not push up above resistances yesterday. Copper hit a high of almost 449 yesterday and a low of 444.80, close at around the 446.80 mark. Support again is looking at only 443 and resistance at that 449 mark. A break above 449 could test 451 to 452 levels. On the downside, 443. Opens on the LME markets this morning, basically flat, expected to open in MCX at around the 447 mark. Nickel briefly flirted above the 975 mark yesterday, hit a low of 964, closed at around the 966 mark. Resistance is now at 977 and support at 964, 958 and 954. Overall looks positive and a buy on dips. Positional support is at 934. A break and a close above 975 could test 990, 1010 and 1030 positionally. Of all the base metals, lead seemed most positive, broke above the barrier of 125.25, hit a high of 125.95 and a close of 125.60. Continue to buy on dips up to 125. Support is at the 122 mark and resistances are expected to be tested at 127 and 129 in the sessions to come. Alu briefly flirted above the 115.10 mark, closed at around the 114.50 mark. Again, a break above 115.50 could test 117 with support at 113.50. Zinc trades sideways and mild positive, closed at around the 113.5 mark, 112.5 mark. Resistance is at 114 to 115 and support at 110 to 0.70. Trade less during the course of the day till the RBI policy comes out, and Visit our website at www.akshayaship.com for further trading calls and ideas. Have a profitable trading day. Thank you.